You have been the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Fritz, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing Septicflesh back down the rabbit hole, and today we're going to be listening to the song The Experiment. I am so excited to get into this one. It has been a while since Septicflesh has graced us with their presence, so thank you so much for bringing this one to us.
And the song title sounds a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie, but the album is from Amphibians, and this looks like this is an album from this year as well, so new music from Septicflesh. We normally see them live, so this time we're actually doing the Spotify version. It doesn't have lyrics with us. No, it does have lyrics most likely, but that means we just get to experience the music like normal. And you can technically go all in and close your eyes even if you want to on this one.
I won't get in trouble. I'm so excited
for that one. So I'm actually looking forward for that for her and for me because Septicflesh is incredible. And here is The Experiment.
Interesting album artwork.
Yeah, I really like the album artwork. What do you notice right off the bat?
Well, it's kind of giving like, oh God, what was that play where he's like, to be or not to be, from Shakespeare when he's talking to the skull. It's giving that kind of vibes to it, but also giving like Poseidon with like the crown.
Poseidon, hell
there's like the tentacles coming out of his head, like Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
There's looks like doves flying in the corner over there.
So much mythology.
So
right?
It's like got so much mythology coming out of a cloud. So that's also Zeus.
Yeah. The true Greek metal album.
Yeah, true Greek metal album,
right?
With a little bit of philosophy thrown in there as well. That's what I'm getting from like the skull on the hand.
You can see the amphibian like on the body there too, on the chest, and this is incredible looking already. So, are you ready to hear some blistering metal?
I'm ready for some blistering metal.
Okay, it's gonna be loud.
Cinematic.
Oh! Oh, this is incredible.
The food is being provided. Same ratio every day. No worries, no threats, and solar rods will
symphony in this one.
we try to understand why pirates in the air utopia dystopia. We must repeat the experiment.
Experiments. It's so good. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, perfect place to like give a little
Nice.
breather there. Holy snap!
Great
I'm
transition.
bringing it back so we can feel that transition again because this really is incredible. And since we can't see the lyrics and all that, we need to provide just a little bit. And honestly, I think what's terrifying about the experiment here is just like what I was thinking is we're always thinking about how to become like more cyborg and stuff, maybe to become more space-like,
The Superman.
but like it's becoming more amphibian to like be able to experience earth in its fullest because we're more water here anyway, so like
Yeah.
I think that transition of being like hybrid into that amphibian style
Aquaman.
and the Aquaman style sometimes is a different type of interesting fear even for me because like hybrid stuff kind of terrifies me a little bit, and that's why it's perfect in metal because it's so abrupt and upfront and it feels like a celebration to whatever it is, and it's visceral, but it's so enchanting as well, and there's
Hmm.
nothing like it. Honestly, this one is really one of my favorites from Septicflesh.
I'm loving this one. I love how cinematic it is. It's like
Yeah,
a movie almost, like
total
the
movie.
backing soundtrack of like a music, like the, of course it'll be the backing soundtrack of a music video, but like the way that it's done up is like you could see this as
Almost like a
like
play.
a like I just made you watch a cinematic for a video game. Imagine if it had this type of music behind it with the war scenes that were going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
You can
So
see
like
the epic it's creating, right?
exactly. And like coming into this one, it really makes me think of like Superman, like the Ubermensch,
Of course.
like creating the experiments of creating the
The
perfect
perfect
human,
thing.
the
Yeah.
perfect thing.
Yeah.
And that's why like looking in on this, the perfect thing, there's so many different morphed whatever to create the
Images to it.
experiment. Like even in his bicep there, it almost looks like a dragon's head coming out.
The
um
Kraken as
the
well.
kraken,
Yeah.
there's the spider webs on over his chest and things. So like there's literally everything that it's creating is like we have to defeat the experiment, but at the end of the day, once they delete one thing, then they're just going to make something new, and that's what I feel like this transition is,
Yeah. So
right?
let's see where it goes to. What is the new thing now?
Phenomenal. Great song.
There you
Into
go.
the woodwinds.
Mm. Wow. Oh.
We try to understand why pirates in the air. Utopia, dystopia. We must repeat the
Oh, this drummer.
That's crazy that that song is like only 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was only 4 minutes even, which is
That's because like the one thing that I forgot to mention when you or didn't mention because I didn't know, but when you hit play for, at that second half when we went into that next transition part,
yeah.
um, I didn't realize only 2 minutes had gone past at that point. That was so much that had happened in such a short period that they had put together and just like
Yeah, they
it was.
compacted so much in that, and it's because of how impactful. First of all, the voice.
Yeah,
The voice is incredibly impactful. Then you get the blast beats behind it, so you're feeling like that rumble the
the
whole
whole
time.
time.
But then you get the symphony behind it, which like lulls you into this like safety. this
Yeah.
false safety that then gets exploded every time with how they can transition from their highs and lows, and then they get complete stops.
And then they get complete stops. And then even with the symphony, you have that brass section that even you mentioned
Oh
this
my
time
God.
that really
Gorgeous.
brought that doom the entire time.
Absolutely.
And so
that's why the experiment is terrifying for me, as like, even though it sounds gorgeous and I love it, but like that's the terrifying feel of it, is like, what experiment is being made?
And there's the lyric that was in there that was saying utopia, dystopia.
Right.
So like, it's like, to create your utopia, you created your own dystopia. The experiment must be destroyed.
No kidding. Could you think of like a hybrid amphibian human?
Right? Like,
Be
crazy.
terrifying.
Aquaman going around.
Yeah, a bunch
like,
of them.
We created the Avengers so that we didn't have to deal with all of this stuff, but then it went mega mind and they actually turned into the bad guys.
There you go, right?
Right? So, like, that's what's going on with this, with that experiment that they have to destroy. The Superman wasn't the savior after all. And
Totally
so, like,
right.
it's so cool going into this. I love the utilization of the symphony with how they made it so cinematic and massive. And then
Always, right?
Switched it up going into those woodwinds to lull you into that serenity,
Yeah.
only to come back again where we thought like maybe they destroyed it,
punch, yeah.
maybe they did something else, but no, it was just the calm in the eye of the storm before they went on full attack again. So like, beautifully done.
And it provides so much energy. I think that's what Septicflesh is so good too. And but then they also blend the things that we love, which is like the mythology and the philosophy. As you can see, we're like diving into more of the thought of it outside of the music itself. It's just incredible. I wish I could have actually understood some of the things the singer was saying more, because there's something behind it as well. But like, shout out to the incredible guitars, the incredible drummer. Honestly, the drummer I think was standing out the most for me.
Yeah, the drummer was phenomenal.
Again, impactful is the one I would say for this Septicflesh song. So we hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Fritz, thank you so much for this request. If you do want to see more Septicflesh come down the rabbit hole, maybe from the album Amphibians as well, I'm definitely going to be coming back to the experiment and checking out this album myself. So hopefully there will be some more requests coming down the rabbit hole. Hit the like button if you did have a good time with us. Subscribe if you are new. And we are now exiting the rabbit, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. This was such an amazing treat to be able to listen to some Septicflesh, especially some new Septicflesh that just came out in 2025. I can't wait to see what else is going to be coming down the rabbit hole and where you lead us to next. Thank you again, Fritz, for this request. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.